All right, so yes, we're going to talk about wonders in a minute here. So I'm going to settle the city, and you guys are going to tell me, from looking at this, why we're not going to be building very many wonders. Can you figure it out? In our inner ring, how many hammers do we have? We have the one from our city. That's it. In our secondary outer ring, how many more hammers do we have? Well, we do have a couple more on the silver here, and we can put a mine on there, certainly. And then one more down there. And that's it. And even when you look at our third ring, I guess there's a couple of hammers over there. Our third ring, there's a little bit more. Just building what we need to, like, get our production and our growth up to the point where maybe we could consider building a Petra would be hard. And a Petra, and I've said this many times before, the only thing Petra is good for is making desert hills very good. But it doesn't make desert good. It just makes desert not be complete garbage. And really, we don't have that much desert because most of this is floodplains. So we do have some hills that could be in range here. We've got 1, 2. This would count. You know, we've got, 4. We've got a good number. The problem is Thieves by itself has such shit production. If we could get the Petra built, it would be incredibly hard. And I mean, I guess what we could do, and I mean, I've made a lot of cases against the Petra. And other wonder spam is just not going to work as Egypt, which kind of, like, doesn't make sense. It feels like Egypt should have stone. Imagine there was, like, stone right here. Then I think that would change everything. Yeah, we can't build the wonders out of sugar. It doesn't rain often in Egypt, but if it ever did, all our sugar cubes would dissolve. It would be no good. We're going to... Damn it. We're going to have a ton of money. We are going to be rich as hell. We're going to be able to trade really well. Although, everyone's going to have this sort of situation where their capital tends to be near a bunch of one type of luxury. So, we'll have a lot of sugar, someone else will have a lot of silk, and so you sort of trade a little bit like like that. But yeah, we'll see. If we were to go to build the Petra, our build order will depend a little on if we're going to grab the calendar. I mean, we could do right into currency. A lot of people have worked it out that whether you go directly for currency or if you go right into currency, it's about the same. I think we'd want to pick up mining because if we are ever going to build anything, we are going to have to build a mine on the silver and the gold to get a little bit more production. That will certainly help. But our base production is just so poor. I think for a start, we want to go... I would be tempted to go Scout Worker. I suppose we could... Monument. Scout Monument. I would be tempted to possibly cut down by one scout. There's tons of space, but if we're worried about the time... Hey, Loveless, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the party. And CS with the 1-year Twitchiversary. Thank you very much, CS. And Darkside as well. Could build the Petra in a second city. We could look around for that. Certainly we'll want to expand. So, I mean, I'm going to go with this start. And right now I'm going to assume that Petra may not be a thing. Thing is, starting with pottery first makes a lot of sense. So we'll go pottery first, regardless of what we're doing. That's going to lead us in the right direction. And then we'll make a decision after that. I'm going to move you... I don't know. I guess we'll move you down this way. I can't go there. So go there. Oh, it's going to eat my turn next time anyway. We could do the production focus trick, which literally isn't going to do anything for us. In fact, the part of the problem, too, is the automatic border growth from culture is all going to stay on flat ground, right? It really deprioritizes hills. So we're going to have to buy our way to the silver and gold hills if we want to get that production over there. Maybe we'd have iron, maybe we'd have horses, except I know we don't. This is a fixed map, right? It's not randomized. So I know for sure there's no iron around here. Thebes doesn't have access to iron. It does have horses somewhere in the south. It technically's got it. I don't know. It might be here or something like that. Thebes does have horses, so that's another source of production, which means getting animal husbandry is good. And I mean, I think, yeah, we need animal husbandry to go down to currency regardless. So probably we'll do something like pottery into animal husbandry so that we can reveal the horses, maybe get the production. We won't need the happiness right away, but I don't know. Pottery first. And then we'll see what we can do about that. Let's go to the next turn. Oh, we got our first tip of the day. Who's that? Friendzone Forever, thank you very much. Hey, Quill, last week I missed your stream because I was drugged up after getting wisdom tooths out. Oh my gosh. This week I got my license and driving alone to college, which also started part 1. Holy crap, Friendzone, you had a busy Busy week. Your wisdom teeth out, you got your license, and you're going to college. That's fantastic. Congratulations. I want to walk down here. I want to follow the Nile. And here's the other thing that's going to come up with whether or not we build the Petra. If you do build wonders, you slow down your expansion. You don't get... I just realized I should bring my head up a little bit here. You don't get settlers, right? You delay... maybe you don't get your national colleges quickly. What if you want a religion? Then, you know, building shrines and all that, that's a problematic kind of thing. So by building the wonders, we deny ourselves use of some pretty good space here. Look, we've got some salt down here. We've got a lot of river, and we know there are some fixed natural wonders in this world. So, for example, Lake Victoria will be somewhere down here. What else is nearby? Mount Sinai will be up here. There's that mountain that gives you altitude training when you come by it. Can't remember what it's called. Is somewhere down here too. So those are all really good natural wonders. I mean, Lake Victoria is the best natural wonder in the world. Oh, hello, free pottery. That's very handy. So, all right. So we sank like a couple turns in the pottery that we would have gotten for free anyway. Usually I unlock a luxury tech first, like calendar, and then maybe go to writing. And that's the other thing, right? Like, if you build the wonder, then you might, you know, maybe you can sneak out one settler along the way, but are you unlocking your luxury techs? Kilimanjaro, thank you very much, guys. Liviana, thanks for the resub. So, you know, those are all interesting decisions. I don't think it really matters what order we grab the first few things that we're going to get regardless in, because it's not like we're going to have a worker yet. It's not like we're going to have the room to sneak in the library. Maybe I'll go ahead and get writing, because I know I'm going to want it, and I don't think we need to rush out the calendar. Is there any chance we get a worker before we can finish calendar, though? Maybe, and we do have other things. I want to build the shrine. I don't think we'll need the granary. You know what? I'm going to go calendar into writing. Unless we want to hook up the horses first, which actually might be a better idea. Animal husbandry into writing. It's 31 turns for now, although that'll go down as our population goes up. We've got a production queue. I will want a shrine probably after this. Probably scout, monument, shrine. We're going to be rich enough, we should just be able to buy a worker from our own funds, not to mention whatever we find in the world. Zython, thanks for the sub. You can't use calendar now, though? Well, we will be able to use the calendar since we've got a worker, and we need to work that. But yeah, we'll get animal husbandry. I don't remember what tile it's on. If the horses are here, then that would actually be pretty nice. But I think it's... I don't remember. Again, it's a fixed map. It's not randomized. So every time you play, it's going to be the same. So you can sort of think about that and try to optimize things. Great library would be nice, but again, our production is bad. So it's counterintuitive. We're playing Egypt. We've got a 20% boost to building wonders. But we can't build wonders. We simply do not have the production base. I mean, geez, it's going to take 10 turns to build this freaking monument. Like, we only have one hammer right now. Well, no, we have 4 production, because we do get some from our palace here, right? We got the 3 hammers from that and the 1 from that. But that's it. It's really, really quite miserable. But I think the fact that we have a lot of money and a fair amount of food should mean we should actually focus on a very wide game. So anyway, I'm going to keep hunting around, see if we can't find Lake Victoria. I was hoping it was closer. I thought it might have been here. I mean, it's the source of the Nile, right? Although the Nile splits, I don't even know if I'm following the right branch. Lake Victoria is the source of Nile, right? I think. Maybe it's over this way? No, I don't know. Maybe I should just loop around. No, I'm going to keep going south a little bit. I'm going to get our first scout. I'll head straight north. What we are going to do, this is a no-brainer, this is something we need to do, is we need to build a canal city. Lots of mountains here. Bonus still works for national wonders? Oh, that's cool. And the thing is, Egypt's bonus to building wonders is throughout the game. It's not just ancient or classic era. It's not like the Pantheon. The Pantheon is ancient and classic era wonders, whereas Egypt is wonder building bonus throughout the game, which is quite nice. Likewise, if we did go aristocracy, that would be a bonus to building wonders throughout the entire game. And we probably still want to go to tradition, even though I'm talking about going a little bit wider. The ability to Faith by Great Engineers later on is really nice if you do want to go into a mid to late game wonder spam. I mean, it doesn't really combo with your production bonus, or does it? I wonder later on when engineers aren't insta-building wonders but add hammers, do those hammers get multiplied based on your wonder bonus? I'm not sure that it does, but it's still not a bad route to go. I mean, we do get a free great person of our choice at a particular time there. We do get the free settler and the ability to build cheaper settlers. This also unlocks the pyramids, which does feel pretty damn thematic. Although this unlocks the Hanging Gardens, which is probably the greatest of those policy wonders. Anyway, I'm going to send the scout north and put him on the hill over here. Mount Sinai discovered. So 8 faith over here. If we do want to play a religious game, that all of a sudden becomes really good, even without building Stonehenge. I think I might just put him on auto explore. Lake Victoria is at the source of the Nile. Okay, yeah, good. Well, that's what I thought. And another goodie hut. Nice! We get a turbo archer. Very good. Second unit over here. So yeah, we're making really good money. But, yeah. Just one tile away from cap. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, you're right. We can't work it from the capital, but that's okay because we have to. We have no choice. We have to settle the city right here. Because if there's ever been a place that says you have to build a canal city, I'm going to decree it now. No matter how good everything else on the map is, this has to be our first city or first expansion city, or our second city overall, right here. This would also reach Mount Sinai. So we have to build that. Not an option. Go this way. Okay, I don't know. So we got a barbarian encampment over there. That should actually be pretty easy to take out with the archer. Call it Panama? Louis. Louis. I think you're in the wrong place in the world, buddy. Let's pop over here. Oh, there's a city-state. We may as well meet them. Mogadishu. Thank you for the 30 gold. So, there's no reason to buy this one yet, because right now growth is still more important. But you can see, like, the culture growing, they prioritize resources on flat tiles. So they prioritize here rather than here. They also prioritize that rather than this. And I think it would actually be quite good if we bought this plot of land so we could work a 3 food tile right away. On the other hand, I maybe just want to save so we can get our worker faster. And I think that's what's going to happen. I'm just going to bop over here. There we go, Jerusalem. We are not the first people to meet them. We only got 8 faith. No, we're the first ones. Okay, first ones, 30 gold, 8 faith. We need 2 more for our Pantheon. Oh! Okay, now I'm understanding what Friendzone was saying with the part 1 at the end. More than 1. Friendzone also says, so I missed one a little earlier. Also, I'm an episode behind on your Newmanski. Did you notice that if you feed an animal, it will reward you? Can lead you to treasure, dig up treasure, produce treasure from its... we had fed... When A Kiss for Luck came down and we played No Man's Sky together for a couple hours, she's the one that discovered you could feed animals, which was awesome. And yeah, we noticed some things. I don't know if we were 100% aware of them leading us to treasure at the time, but we did eventually notice. And then Friendzone Forever with another one. Thank you very much, Friendzone. There's finally part 3. You should mandate to your civilization that anytime they get in a boat on the river, they must say, I'm in denial. Also, oh, you can't use straws for 2 months because of surgery? Wow, your wisdom teeth must have been really effed up, Friendzone. I'm really sorry. Jesus. Wait, you can't, yeah. And Lexian sent in a tip that says, being sick ain't so bad. Now I got time to watch all your streams. Well, being sick's bad for me because it makes it harder for me to record, but yeah. Alright, let's scooch over that way. Met Jerusalem, that's good. They will want to expand. They'll probably grab that silver quite quickly on the way to the Mount Sinai, but I'm willing to bet we can still get in there. Oh, man. So, yeah, the Civ 6 limited quantity 25th anniversary edition was revealed. It comes with like a book and some commemorative coins or something. I think it's quite a nice little set. Hot Little Daddy, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much, Hot Little Daddy. Okay. Quill, love your videos. Been watching you since AK2 Castile. Keep meaning to do a Reaper's Due, but I don't know if we're going to have time with everything that's going on this week. It was awesome to meet you in San Francisco, in front of Brenda's French Soul Food. Oh, hey, yes! Keep up the quality work, Chris. Yeah, it was awesome. We were, when Essentia and I were in San Francisco, after I did the Audi work, and we stayed for like a week and a half, sort of a holiday. We went to a place that's like, people say it's the best for breakfast, Brenda's French Soul Food, and we met Hot Little Daddy there. It was cool. It was a great breakfast. Oh my god, that was delicious. Anyway, you go west, cross now. I mean, this is my scout archer. I could just wait here, but I don't think there's a problem. But I guess there's no win. I'll just wait here then, and then cross next turn. Make sure you can't get attacked. All right, Mogadishu. You know there is. Oh, there's another city-state over here. Mombasa, 30 gold. All right. Well, we're accruing the money. That's good. Thebes still being in the scoot. Next turn. Wandering Ursa says, as someone who has both shaken his hand and given Quill a hug, his hands are like silk. Oh, you're gonna make me die. Gwellen, thanks for the resub. How will you feeling poorly affect the Let 'em Dare plans? Or mentioned you're not really in the mood. Yeah, I'm still planning on doing Let 'em Dare, and I'm hoping that the illness is over by then. The worst case scenario is that it impacts my ability to talk about what I'm doing, which obviously annoys me because that's kind of my thing. So I think I'm still okay with saving up money for now to try to get an earlier worker, especially with the animal husbandry revealing the tile. So after that, animal husbandry, writing, calendar. And archery's never bad, and archery is on the way to currency if we want to do the Petra stuff. Again, we're a little bit slower, though, and I don't think it's a good idea. I know everyone wants to see it, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to mean that we're going to get beaten by a couple of turns to the Petra. You got to remember, on this map, there's a lot of desert and a lot of desert civs. Morocco, Arabia. I don't know who else is going to be here, depending on... It's random, right? So, we don't know, but there's a bunch of people who have tendency to spawn in the desert. And they will have a very good chance of beating us to those things, which is a little bit sad. Anyway, another scoot. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you sort of upwards over here to potentially help take that barbarian encampment. Oh, and a brute. Et tu brute. Kill that. I still think the monument is good. Persia. Yep, Persia. That's right. I wonder if you can get... Depends on where they spawn. There's Arabia, there's Persia. They could both be in the game. Let's pew-pew you. And then I think what I do is I fortify until healed. We'll get the fortification bonus and a little bit of hit points. And we'll keep shooting over there. That's fine. At some point, I'm going to have to bring my worker, or my warrior back home to protect my worker. But I think I'm going to still scout around here. And then circle in over this way. So already we're seeing potential good spot for a city here. Although... we have to settle here first. Regardless of if it makes sense, we just have to. And then we'll settle to the south. And that's why I'm thinking, like, I think our biggest payoff is actually to play a little bit of a wider game than a wonder-oriented one. Can I kill you this way? Not quite. Let's do that, and yeah, that'll finish you off, which is too bad, but that's okay. You are going to shoot here. I'm going to move this scout up here. He should be fairly safe. And that way next turn, oh no! Aw. I was gonna say I can bombard and go in there. God damn it! Stupid fog of war. There's Lake Victoria. I knew we could do it. Dark Sorrow, hey, thank you very much. I'm unfortunately going to be out of town for Let 'em Dare. Oh no, so here's some love in advance. Hope you feel better for it. Great and awesome game. Thank you very much. So, yeah, that's too bad. Well, I hope you can catch some of it and play the game after. So Lake Victoria, with no one apparently between us, no city-state at risk of grabbing that tile. Mombasa can't even reach, because it's here. 1, 2, 3, yeah. We get some olifants over here as well, too. So yeah, I'm thinking expansionist is the way to go. Screw wonders. Egypt is not known for its wonders. It's obviously known for its sweet, sweet sugar. Okay, my scout did not die. I'm really, 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 really happy. I think I'm going to give you survivalism, because that's going to be handy for future expansion. And then I'm going to give you GTFOism. Yeah, you have to. I mean, I could probably finish it with the scout, but that would be pretty suicidal. So if I run to here, the warrior can't get me. So let's do that. And, oh, then we're just stuck. Okay, well, let's go around the lake. Hey, it's Mount Kilimanjaro! There we go. So we're at +3 extra happiness from these natural wonders so far, which is nice. 3 food, 2 culture, great tile to work, and yes, we get altitude training. Actually, my warrior now has that. Now, that's in Mombasa territory. Fair enough. But Lake Victoria is still there. Have other people build wonders and then rebuild them into your own with guns. That's the actual winning strategy with Civ. So it's not ignore the movement penalty of hills. It's you get double movement in hills. So the forest didn't screw us up. Oh, it used 1.5. That's kind of an interesting little thing. So yeah, we'll just dart around and then come back around that way. That'll be okay. You are chasing my dude, so let's put our dude in the city and hide. Accuracy versus barrage. I tend to favor barrage because the units that are going to give you problems are going to be units that are going to be in rough terrain. So I'm going to take that and do that. And then without the scout around, I can't pop that right now, which is too bad, but it's not the worst. I expect that other warrior to come back over here, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, back there. Let's move up by 1. Let's pop this. I mean, I could farm it for some extra XP, but we can also just pop it for gold. So we need 95 more gold for our worker, which I'm pretty convinced is going to be the first thing we buy. Because we're still very much in the growth phase right now, so the extra hammers won't help. This will be good. And actually, building a plantation doesn't give us any extra food. Maybe we should just get this, in which case I should have gotten it earlier. Oh, and there's the horses down there. I could expand down. That'll be another good tile to work. You have to rest. At least you'll rest pretty quickly in the city. Yeah, I'm going to get this tile. I don't like that it's going to slow down our worker, but actually I think it is going to be better, and I probably should have gotten it sooner, but there we go. A little bit of extra food is going to go a long way early on here. And ooh, gems, very nice. We'll just dart around the river and make our way back up. At some point we'll get our worker out and we'll want to have defense. Lots of food, no production, yeah. That's why we got... Wonders ain't gonna be anything over here in Thebes. But I do think mid-game we'll end up with a good amount of them. Hey, another goody hut. We're gonna sit on top of this hill and pew-pew that guy. This scout's gonna rest. Still have a lot of territory to explore. It's a big map. It's a big map. Hey, Picasso, thanks for the resub. And Grain, thank you very much for the sub before that. Buy the silver production. Soon. I mean, not right now. I think I want my city to get a little bit bigger before it's worth working a pure production tile. 20 culture means we can pick our first social policy. So, yeah. Tradition is probably still better. Even, I mean, we're talking about going wide, and they did nerf tradition a little and buff liberty. But even if you're going wide, although liberty unlocks the pyramids, but I'm not going to build the pyramids anyway. So, I think, like, tradition is just so good for the late game. Because the ability to faith by great engineers. It's just so good. Tradition, liberty, tradition, honor. No, not honor. Liberty, liberty. What does the chat want? I'll just do the opposite. We're not going piety, that's for sure. Yeah, we're just going to go tradition. And then, yeah. And then what we'll have, I don't know how it stacks, but theoretically we could have a 35% boost to building wonders. And again, we're kind of going to ignore early game wonders. Yeah, people want tradition. Good. Hey, the POV, thanks for the resub. Pew pew. But we'll explode in the mid-game with some wonders. And depending where our cities are, it could time out very nicely for some stuff. I don't think the Hanging Gardens is in our future, although it's conceivable. It's conceivable. Especially if we didn't go calendar, but I think we've got to do that. And actually, I think the other thing is we will need mining. I'm actually wondering... So happiness is actually okay. What if we go riding into mining so that our first worker can just go and build mines? We'll have to get those tiles bought. But it could be a thing that works. And then into calendar. An archery up to mathematics. And then you've got the extra production from this that might help us build the wonder. I mean, we'd unlock mathematics a little slower. Oh, another goody hut. Jeepers. Pop you. This scout's almost healed. We'll let him finish his healing. Yeah. Pie at the exploration start, Quill. Come on. Why is the tech tree so different from Rome? Oh, because Rome was on the community balance patch, and this is back on normal Civ. 20 faith. That, right? You can't do the same thing you do with culture and use it right away. We'll have to wait until next turn to actually pick our pantheon, and hopefully there's some good ones left. So now, where do I want to explore? I guess I'll explore along the coast. It's never a bad decision. And over here, we could backfill this area, but I think I'm just going to go directly east, or sorry, west. You know, same thing. All right, let's take a look at the Pantheon situation. I have to say, I think we might take the plantation boost, which is, what, +2 culture per plantation? Oral tradition. I mean, I realize there's desert folklore, but do floodplains count as that? I guess they do. So floodplains don't count for the Petra, but they are still desert tiles. Therefore, they should still work for desert folklore? Question mark? Desert faith? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. Good. Then we'll do that. Although, I have to say, the plantation thing, also pretty good, because we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plantations in range of our capital. That's a lot of culture, but the faith will be nice. And then we can start just bulk faith buying great engineers later on, which is going to be great. So, desert folklore. Bam. Let's take a look at that. Aha, yeah. Don't even have to be improved with plantations, which is nice. Okay. You. Scoot that way. And I think I'm going to just go back over here and just fill this in, because we're going to want to settle in this general area, and I don't want to leave a blank spot. Well, we're going to settle north first, obviously. That's probably what we do after the shrine, actually. Because we'll be at size 4. Yeah. We are going to be building a settler after the shrine. God, our work rates suck. So we don't need to get aristocracy right now. I mean, we'd get some extra happiness later on, but oligarchy doesn't help us early on. But legalism is quite nice, and then landed elite is really good. I mean, I suppose I could pop more than one opener. You over there. What are you up to? Let's get up on a hill. Okay. New priority for you. You're going to be heading back in this direction. And you will head down here as well. We're going to go and deal with those bastards. Because, yeah, it's going to be a while before the settler is done, so this guy should be available once more. You can still see where the faith tiles are going to expand to, although at least this one, if we do get there, will lead us to the gold, and here will lead us to the horses, which is nice.